Good morning, good morning, good morning. Kick things off with this disclaimer. The content presented on this channel is for informational and educational purposes only and should not be considered financial, investment, legal, or tax advice. All opinions expressed are solely those of the presenter and are based on publicly available information. Investing and trading involve risk, including the potential loss of principal. Always conduct your own research and consult with a qualified financial professional before making any investment decisions. And know that trading is risky business, baby. It's risky business. All right, Bitcoin. Hey guys, so we did catch that little long yesterday, that little bounce that was potentially there. It gave a little bit more than I expected for it to give. I posted a little update on that yesterday. I let you know that right down in here, the same area that we were talking about yesterday is what we're trying to hold right now. So we were talking about this top side right here. 64058. We're talking about that number right there. And then the lower number is going to be down here at 62909. But right here in this same zone, you're going to have your value area high from the consolidation around that 60,000 to that, that low that we swept. So take you right here. So right here, you can see this is your value area high right here. And that's what we're trying to hold on to at the moment. Uh, I have to say, Bitcoin is, it's not showing any follow through to the downside just yet. So it's holding up rather well. Um, I don't know if anyone has decided to make an attempt on this. We do still have that bullish divergence on the 1 hour time frame. Also, it could be that we can see some sort of another little bounce from this zone. I do want to get a little bit more confirmation here today. I don't have a lot to bank off of other than the fact that we've just been holding the range and that we do have some bullish divergence on the 1 hour. You can also see that slight bullish divergence on the 15-minute that I was showing as well, with that downsloping pattern and the rise in that momentum on the RSI. The 4 hour, however, is not showing any follow through to the upside. So when I say I need some confirmation, I'm gonna actually need it from that 4 hour time frame before I look to get into any setup. So that means it could be a later entry than normal. What we would typically be a little bit more aggressive with the entry. It's gonna have to put that on ice today. As I stated, the markets are on ice today. Also, following up behind Kevin Warsh press conference yesterday, a hawkish tone, which was what I said it was going to get. We're going to get a hawkish tone. I didn't expect anything less than that. You can see the effort being put in to, you know, make it easier on him, with his first meeting by trying to get this Iran deal signed, which we were told the other day that it was signed. Now I'm hearing some other stories. So dollar's ramping up. The dollar is ramping up. DXY is ramping up. It has broken above a key resistance level that we had been watching, or that we watch when I actually do talk about that chart. I don't talk about that chart often. I actually just started looking at it about a week ago, something like that. I got back to looking at it about a week ago. This is I'm gonna take a look at the DXY, but it is ramping up and it is above resistance right now. So stock markets feeling that as well. This is the horizontal, the same line that we got the bounce from yesterday, the same one that gave us the bounce yesterday. Yesterday I was looking for a push up into this ascending trend line, looking for a rejection. You can see we got a little bit more right before we got a sell off. I had a short open, remember, yesterday, and I said I wanted to add to it. My stop loss was already in place on that, which was even better. So I entered on this SFP up here. I'm gonna show you how I got that entry on that SFP. But I entered on the SFP right here, so I'm still holding on to the rest of that short. I've taken profit on that one time, and the rest is just sitting here to see whether or not it's gonna spill over a bit more here by way of this 4 hour time frame, or if we're gonna start to reclaim off of that, start to show some strength from the 4 hour right now. I mean, we were just way overextended, to be honest with you. Like, but we did get like a horrific fall. We did get a horrific fall, so I wasn't expecting less. But that's what we've been rejecting from at the same time. It's the same thing that took us up. It's the same thing that's holding us down right now. So, so no rush, no rush. Like I said in the tweet last night, if we could flip the resistance, then you got a reason to jump into the long. If you can't flip the resistance, then no reason to get into it. You can use that VWAP too. Both of those VWAPs have been holding price action down. You can see right here. This was that secondary VWAP that we were looking at right here. And initially when I posted, we were only rejecting from this one right here. So coming back up. And like I said yesterday too, was that typically when you have one VWAP above and that one holds you, the one below is not going to hold you. And yeah, it's common for it to end up being some resistance right here. I think that we don't care about this one right now anymore because we easily broke through it that time. This time right here, we easily broke through it, but we're rejecting off of the same one that gave us a bounce. The same one that gave us a bounce yesterday. We're rejecting off of that one right now. There's another one down here, and that's the one from the lower side. So may break through this trend line right here a little bit. I think by the time we get, if we do this first instead of holding up here, I think by the time we do this right here, we might have an entry. We might be able to say, let's get long off of this right here. I would love for that to just be a wick, but we'll assess the situation as we are seeing a little bit of a drop right now. We will assess the situation. Dream Tanks TV. What's up, baby? 32K BTC incoming. Oh, no, no, no. I sure hope not. Good to see you. Good to see you. What's up with AMC? Huh? It's rocketing. Oh, man. I will take a look at that today, AMC. Um, But yeah, I don't think that this one is necessary anymore. So what I'm gonna do, you know what? I'll just leave them all right here. You never know. But yeah, clear rejections right now. We'll see if we don't get it right here. Hopefully it's a wick. Hopefully it's just a wick. What are my thoughts on this? Let's see. I got a reason for doing it like that, so I'm gonna leave it as such. I want to make sure I get this minimized as much as I possibly can. Um, but you know what though? Golden Pocket is sitting down here too. Ah, Golden Pocket is sitting down here too. I'm just gonna have this on standby. Let me put it like that. I'm just gonna have this on standby until I decide to move it. We got the VWAP. We also have Golden Pocket, which is gonna coincide with this low right here, which is the other area that we were looking at as well. It's right here. I think that this may come in with the point of control. Let me do a sync real quick, and then I can tell you for sure. Let me see what happens if I stretch this first. Okay, so when I expand this VWAP, not this VWAP, but this fixed value range, it's gonna make it look different, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay. So first of all, let me get it synced in here. So right now, this is what it looks like. It looks like this. This makes more sense for me, for how I draw them out. This makes more sense because past here, you're not consolidating past here. You're actually getting a push up, which is why I prefer it as it is right here. This is the consolidation area right here. Now, when I have to, actually, I just do it from the other screen just to make it easier. When I expand it out, it's going to change roughly And you're going to see that we're below it. And then the point of control is here around the same point that the VWAP is located at. And where we might be able to pick up on that long entry right here. Again, I'm not going to be looking for a whole lot, but if the market decides to give it, the market will decide to give it. So I'll be looking to jump into that with you. Okay. I'm gonna set this back how it was though. Just control Z. Set it back like that. And then, as I stated, golden pocket is also going to be sitting right there. So off of this low right here, up to the high, and have golden pocket come in right here also. So I would have to. I mean, like waiting for the reaction is going to be the best thing. That way we can actually define what the invalidation is going to be. I don't want to make this too big when all I can do is just move it down and find the right entry on it. But golden pocket sits here as well. So we got some heavy confluence right in here. Heavy confluence right here, okay? To look to take that long entry on BTC. On BTC. That potential hype loan played out yesterday as well. It also went a little higher than I thought it was gonna go. But yesterday was FOMC. Things were a little volatile leading into FOMC and when it came down to FOMC as well, a little volatile. So here's that hype situation right here with potentially two setups right here. We were looking at this golden pocket one, and I told you I can be petty. I said I was setting it right here, but you could go ahead and enter it right here because it was trying to hold a 40 on momentum right here. But it ended up coming down to the lower part right here of the that's 0.65 right there. So if you caught that, it gave a lot more than expected. That's that. And then the second opportunity, as far as I can see, would be this right here. I don't think that this right here is going to work anymore. Actually, yeah, that's not going to work anymore because what did I base it on? Let me just see what I based it on. Yeah, it's not going to work anymore. So I'm going to get rid of this. All right, so that's not going to work anymore. It still doesn't change this yellow box zone right here. And it looks like we're already trying to bounce from it already. I still wait on it. I'm gonna push this up. Give it a little space. I'm gonna wait. Or wait on this right here. This isn't gonna this manifesting anything anymore. If you caught that short right there, then you already knew what to be looking for at the top side, that parallel channel right there. So kudos to anybody who who's plotted that out and understands that you can get a nice rejection right there. And what else is happening in here? Actually, I do want to still bring this back down here. I'm sorry. I just like that 382 right there on Hyperliquid. So we'll see. Right now, it's following with Bitcoin. Not showing any real strength at the moment. Following along with Bitcoin. Might get a little something right in here. Let's see this drop down through here first. Let's see what this is looking like. Never mind. Forget the pattern. Maybe we can pick up something right here at 382. But that's done. So that made it. That made it. And then we can check that one right there out later. I gave an update on this garbage right here. I will not be touching this again right now. You can see, you see these bear divs. You can see, like, I mean, like this right here is something wrong. It's something wrong. It's not something I want to play around with. It's something wrong. Got a good little, um, sniper entry right here the other day, but it's something wrong right now. I will leave this thing right here alone. I have not attempted it again. I just wanted to put that out there. You can see the levels right here if you need to watch out for them. Uh, I did bring it up though, because at some point it might be fun to look to want to short it again. But I mean, how could you not want to short it? This little thing starting to get some traction though. Let me take a look at Zec. Zec's still around the area that we were talking about right here. Fell into, like, we did get this little bounce yesterday from here. A little bit of a small bounce right there. Um, but the next zone again to watch out for is it still remains here along with that VWAP down here around around 400, between four and the high threes right there. Still got that to look out for if you want to get in on ZEC. I'm not gonna. It's still holding this. I drew out a lot of little pivots. I thought that this thing right here could respect. This again to me, the triple V's is just a rounding top. Just a rounding top. I mean, if you think about it, remember. I don't know who's been around with me for a long time, but it was the same situation. I peeped early on Casper, the rounding top situation. People were just still trying to pour money into it. It had this crazy. It just looked crazy round the top. I say the same thing with this one. You're gonna find this thing all the way back down here somewhere, all the way back down here around $8 or so is what I think about it. I don't, yeah. I still think it's a little bit of garbage. I don't have a lot of altcoins that I really trust to trade, so I'm not gonna talk too much about no altcoins. To be honest with you, I just figured I'd jump on those because those have been my go tos here lately, and I'm learning them well enough to know where to enter and exit on them. But not really interested. I'm interested in anything. It's gonna be hyperliquid. Interested in anything. It's gonna be hyperliquid. Look at that thing. Mean reversion. Mean reversion. Mm. Get rid of that. Let me see what that weekly still looks like. Okay, curving back up. I mean, I stand by what I said on hyperliquid. I just think that you're gonna get another push out to get that bearish divergence on that weekly time frame. This ain't it because you got no closure above it. It should close above it on that weekly time frame for that bear div. So I do see this one going much higher. I'm gonna start working off of the 4 hour with hyperliquid. I'm just waiting on Bitcoin to come down. I'm gonna look at DXY. So what I was saying about the Dixie, you can see the Dixie is getting a push. We were looking at this right here being a resistance zone right here, this descending trend line here from this chop solidation here. And you can see that we are clearly above it at this point. This is a monthly time frame, guys. This is a monthly time frame. We are clearly above it now. Was using this horizontal, was using this descending line, and was using this ascending trend line right here. So I say that this thing is gone now. Like you can expect to see a lot more upwards on the dollar on the DXY, possibly coming back up here to this 103, which is a huge move for the dollar, considering how long we just sat around and consolidated. Okay, considering how long we sat around and consolidated, but no more rejections right here. I mean, you do got a couple of days as far as the monthly time frame is concerned to really prove whether or not we're going to get this closure above here. But yeah, it's about to take out this prior week right here from back in March. Um, and it's working its way through this resistance. The only resistance right now is just this underbelly right here, as you can see. That underbelly right there. And it might chop a little bit going up, but it's broken now. It is definitely broken now, in my opinion, and we're going to be looking for higher here on the DXY. Um, yeah, looks pretty good. Yep. So I'll be looking for 103 on DSY, which means about to get some discounts and some stocks. About to get some discounts in the stock market. This is what the press conference yesterday ended up doing, which is, either way it goes. Like I said, I was only looking for the SPY to come to the top side of this box. It broke through. It gave a little dance on top of the box. I left it here to see when price was going to come back down through it. Potentially thinking that maybe it could actually try to bounce off of this line because it's a SPY, but no, no, no. No, no, no. Straight break and bake. Straight bake. Break and bake. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is just a 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame. Let me check out the 2 day. 2 day gives me a lot of insight. So mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Maybe the 2 day don't give me nothing anymore. 2 day gave me a lot of insight on the pumps to the upside. 2 day ain't giving me had a mean reversion the last time, which was clear. That's why I was able to call that reversal off of this little low right here. Potentially that low was in is what I posted on you, and was looking for that bounce up to where we got to, and we got there. I was watching for this 700 right here. So I do think that SPY is heading towards this 700 right here. And when we get that, it should come with an expansion. So it's going to be something that you're not going to want to fade. But I do see that on the horizon here for SPY. initially right through here. I think we were just with the a 1 and a 4 hour expansion. I think that was what we had initially, a 1 and a 4 hour expansion. And then I was watching out for um yeah, we had this 4 hour expansion right through here up until what I could see was probably coming to an end. And like I said, once we get down here towards this 7, actually, you're not going to get it off of that 7. You're not going to get it off of that 7. Forgive me. No, you're not gonna get it off the 7. It's just gonna be a slow grind. I take that back. I'm so sorry. It's just gonna be a slow grind. I can see the mouth weight still wide open, but anyway, that still was the top that I called right there. I think anyway. I lean towards that still being the top from this push up. I do still believe that that was the top. So maybe price action comes back down into this 7 and we just see a bounce around this 7, around these highs right here. But that will be it. Maybe just kind of slowly making its way down through here. But you can see the weakness in the chart, obviously. A lot of weakness in the chart. We had already broken the momentum, the trend right through here. We had already broken it right through there as we did come up into this high right here. A little bearish divergence too on that rise up, bear div across the highs there. So yeah, at best, maybe the 700 right here would be the thing. Let me see exactly where the mean reversion is for that RSI. Yeah, actually the mean reversion is 703. So, yep, and that's what I see right there coming back into the 700 right here. And then that's where the danger actually, I mean, the danger still starts from there. So, looking for a retracement back into there. Um, do I still need this? I don't think I do. You can see we had already hit the first one, which was a 60. So, be looking for price action to continue down. I do see us continuing down. That was our high right there. And I do see us continuing down. The test really comes in at 7. The test really comes in at 7. And then oil did end up seeing that little pop right there yesterday. I was saying that oil was down here at the support level. This is the last level right here. I think we're pretty significantly pulled away from it. So again, continue to watch out for price action to back test the breakout level right here. Um, if not, and you see oil do a reclaim of this right here. You see oil do a reclaim right here. Actually, I don't want to use that. I don't want to mess up my stuff. You see oil do a reclaim right there of that 74.88. Um, we may be playing out the end. I know I was looking for this right here, but we may be playing out the end if we see in the recovery above here. It was a couple of things said yesterday from the president that I'm still very cautious. Still very cautious through here. I'm losing my voice this morning. Wow. So possibly gonna see that pop. I hope you got out of Amazon yesterday too. Remember we looked at Amazon and I said we only had a few dollars left to go, but I would be very defensive at that golden pocket. GGGs. I said I'd be very defensive at that golden pocket. Still watching my Bitcoin, looking for that entry. We're not there yet. I'll let you know when we are. I will most certainly let you know when we get there. But I said I would be defensive right here. Even though I know that the loan setup was for that 251, man, Just the shenanigans. Just the shenanigans had me a little concerned yesterday. And then we ended up just simply rejecting from it. Just simply rejecting from it. Bullish divs. Bullish divs on the 1 hour. Already playing out. How many pivots do I have? I got a ton. I can't afford to pull them all out. It's that 237 for us again right there. Uh, I should have taken that short. It's pre-market though. I don't think that I could have did it. Don't think that I could have done it. I still haven't explained what I'm doing with Palantir just yet. I'm still longing it. Still longing it. It's been consolidating for quite a while, just holding around the same region. I think I've already seen this before. Pretty sure I have. Yep, I'd already seen it before. I'm not concerned about it. I didn't give any setups on this. I just said that I was in it, and I haven't done that because, to be honest with you, it's a blind decision. If I'm wrong, I won't lose much, but really, where it is right now is a buy zone. Where it is right now is a buy zone. That's what I can tell. Oh, no, 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 no. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Ah, nah. Uh, what was I thinking? I don't know what I was thinking. Hmm. Anyway, I'm a little out of it today. Um, it's still a support level for Palantir. You know, I haven't given any setups on it. I just said that I was in it, and to be honest with you, like I said, it was just a I didn't catch Amazon like I wanted to, and what was the next thing that wasn't doing crap was basically what I did here, and I said it's Palantir. Palantir is not doing anything, you know. So I'll take Palantir, and right now it's just back testing the same area that gave it that support prior, right down in here. So this same area right here gave it that. You can see where that dashed line is at. It's just back testing that right now. Still looks pretty okay on the weekly time frame. I don't like what I saw overhead for it though, which means that we have a long way to go if we're going to see any progressive moves for Palantir. Otherwise, I'm wrong as crap, and Palantir getting ready to just, uh, I don't know. I mean, it has this area right here. It's 131 to 118. Can I muscle it to 118? Mm, maybe. But these lows have been holding for it. So I'm just going to stick with it. These lows have been holding for it right through here. Sure, if I lose that 124.85, I will get out of it. Right now, I'm still up. I'm just still waiting on Bitcoin, just killing some time while I wait on Bitcoin. Oh, thank you for the coffee. Whatever happened to this? It's a nice little catch from prior momentum back into resistance. Yeah, back into resistance. Yeah, this will be the decision time from a monthly perspective. Hasn't gotten above this yellow. This yellow fellow, orange. Okay, orange fellow in a long time. Mm, AMC. If it can do it on a monthly, this isn't too bad. I wouldn't be looking for too much. Um, it's already, ooh, it's already at resistance. I'll get a pullback on a lower time frame on this one, but it's already at resistance. I'm gonna put both of those there. I know they're close together. It won't look close together when I zoom out on the lower time frame. But a monthly closure above here will set it up for that next leg to the upside. I don't care for it because it's kind of garbagey, but I would probably look for this right here to be the next target right here. Uh, 531. That's pretty good considering where it's at right now. I would look for 531. Um, maybe after some chop, then we could see it get a little bit higher. But that's about all I would look for right now. It's about 531. Not bad. The mean is all the way up here at around $8. And you can see it's been a long time since it's been above 40 on the monthly time frame. So above 40 is your make or break right here. That's above your 40. That's above your 40. That's above your 40 right there. Look like it struggled a little bit the last time it was pushing above 40, but that is, yeah. So that's your 40 right here. So above that two, is that what I said? 267. Above that 267, and the monthly will give you a couple of dollars in here, if you're willing to play with risk like that. See on the weekly. Getting a MACD cross on the weekly. It hasn't had a MACD cross in, oh geez, hold on. This thing hasn't had an MACD cross since, oh, hold on. Oh, what? Hasn't had an MACD cross since here in 2021. Hadn't had an MACD cross since 2021. And it's on the clips of an MACD cross. And when I say MACD cross, I mean above zero. It dropped below zero back in 2021. It's been underneath it ever since. And this is the first time it's actually above zero. Wow. First time it's actually above zero. Can it hold? That monthly looked like it. Take that back. You might get a lot more. It's the first time. Let me see it. Turn that delta off. just broke it. This thing hasn't been above zero, like I said, since 2021, when it broke down below it in 2021, and this is the first time it's actually come above that zero. Interesting. Interesting. Bitcoin just hit a little bit of support, guys. It looks like it's trying to get a little bounce from here. That ascending trend line of momentum support, it just bounced into it and it's reacting to it. 15-minute time frame. This is interesting. This is interesting. First time above zero in 6 years. Well, five, I suppose. I said 2021. Nice. Nice. Mm. I'll bite. I'll buy some. I sure will. I'm actually going to buy some. I am going to buy some. Huh. If it pulls back from here to fade it at this resistance, though, so I will look for. I will look for the retracement. I'm gonna look for it to come back to. Let's see if I can't get in. If I can get in on it, it'll be right here. If I can get a retracement into this, and see if that's gonna be a golden pocket. If I can get that, then I'll buy some. Draw it off of this low. So not there. Okay, so it is a golden pocket. Mm-hmm. How much would I be risking? I can tell you right now, I won't risk that much. No need to even consider it because it has to. Oh no, 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 no! I didn't mean to do that. Let's see what that is. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And let me just pull this thing up here because I ain't gonna never risk all of that. 7 is way too much. Maybe 5. Yeah, about 5%. I risk 5. It'll be like that. Won't be looking for that much. Yeah, something like that. 5%. Risk 5%. It's kind of hard to see it like this. Yeah, if it comes back into 186 on a back test and holds there, then I'll be willing to do it. Otherwise, it's going on. Everybody who's in this, kudos, congratulations, and Mike. It's already started a Bollinger expansion. It's already expanding. The side right here is already turned out. It might not come back down to that. I don't see the aggression, but it may not come back down to that. See a 3-day. I will wait for it though. I like that. I don't think I can put an alarm on that. I can't. This thing is like, girl, you do not need to do this. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's going to fail again. All right, cancel. It might be a warning sign for me. Lord is like, no, 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 you will not. No, you will not. No, you will not. That ain't bad though. Like seriously, that's very interesting. I'm gonna post on this later. I mean, 2021, first MACD, first time the MACD crossed above zero since 2021. Crosses zero since 2021. That's gonna be the headline. All right, let me take a look back over here at Bitcoin. Like I said, Bitcoin was seeing a little bit of a bounce in here. Um, I said it came back down here and back tested that momentum line right there. So it is seeing a bounce right here. Sorry I didn't show you personally, but I did say it. Like I said, you got the bullish divs through here. You can see the bullish divergence through here. You got the bullish divs through here. You see that bull div right there? Got the bullish divs right there. Uh-oh. I like that one. Keep that one. But you got the bullish divs through here as well. At value area high, looking to hold value area high. But if I can get something like this, then I'm willing to wait. If the 4 hour isn't showing me anything just yet, those are probably just gaps. But nonetheless, I don't want to ignore the fact that it is getting a bounce right here. Probably most so scalps until that 4 hour actually shows something different. Right now, that 4 hour looks absolutely dead. Looks absolutely dead. I know that I'm sorry, Tether. I know Tether is at some resistance. Some local resistance here. Actually, it's pushing above it. Please bear in mind, I didn't bring this up yesterday. I didn't see a reason to. Like I said, I don't personally. I'm not thinking that. Hold on, let me see if that. I really don't think I I don't know. I mean, we know that the structure right now for that Bitcoin time frame does kind of look like a bear flag. It does kind of look like a bear flag, or at least a rising channel. I'm not expecting for price to take out that low. However, with USDT, I mean, I know we got the bear divs, and we covered this right here before, like the bear div here. This was our 2022 situation right here. The bear div, the bear div. The only thing that changed in here is we did take out that high over here. You know, I told you I was putting the laughing emoji in here, and I put a laughing emoji here too. And I said, I hope I don't have to change this to a crybaby face. And got tears now because we did break up above that, but it would have been looking exactly like that. So it could still be in the verge of completing a wave five. So I just want to throw it out there again. Um, just looking at the technicals and taking my feelings out of the situation, we could still be in the midst of a wave five. I want to see momentum continue to curl over and see a break here, which would be like this. I want to see that. I want to see this situation right here. You can see we don't have that right now. We're in the purple and momentum. While we do have that bear div, it's not curving over right now. It's not curving over right now. It's not near the breaking point. We want to see something break. It's not near the breaking point, which means it could push up and then, go into price discovery on Tether, hitting that 10% up there. At first, I was thinking maybe we were at this phase right here at one point. Like maybe we were at this phase and we don't see that close up there. So, but I mean, we got that. Well, we didn't get the close, we got the sweep. So that just says this right here could be it. One, two, three, four, five. Need that. We ain't got that. This is what that BSB look like right now. It looks just like this over here. Looks just like this right here. Boy, I should short it. That BSB. Tether's getting a lot of help from SpaceX too. Is you're having to buy Tether to buy SpaceX. I don't like that. But I got my short on Biddy. A little short, and you guys got that short too. You got a better entry than I do right now. If you were here and you took that VWAP entry, which gave you zero risk was on the table with that entry because it was absolutely right there, tap like really pretty, peck a kiss, a peck, and reversed like it. I don't know. It was more like an air kiss. This was a little bit of resistance on Tether before. Um, we're clearly above it right now, so yeah, we're clearly above it. We had that mean reversion on Tether. Right now, we're pushing above 60, which is means bullish territory for Tether. Actually, about to tap it above it. It's at 58.12 right now. We'll be looking for that bear div for that fifth wave. That's all I'm saying. MACD still looks good, well above zero. Delta below it, but MACD well above zero. So unless something changes in here and we do get that breakdown, I mean, we need that breakdown. Like we were on track for it. We were on track for it right here when we got the break. And then you can see I mean, I was watching this at the same time. I didn't think it was going to be a big deal. And then we started back testing the breakdown until we flipped that crap. Go. What was this for? I don't know. I'm not feeling gold again. I mean, people who caught that bounce right there, they did pretty good. You could see it was going to reject right there, though. It was good recovery. Maybe it will hold. Maybe it can hold this from where it initially broke down. At first, I was looking for it to come back into here, and then we broke through it, and I was like, "Nah, I'm not going to touch this." Um, so now it's a back test on it. So if it holds here, if you're going to be risk on, you be risk on right here. For anybody who's not already in it, that's where you would take your risk from. And from there, you just have to determine how much you're willing to risk if you're wrong. But I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Nothing broken. I could like it if it bounces away from here again, potentially. Just staying too close to weakness, which isn't the worst thing that you could do, but it is staying relatively close to weakness, not really moving beyond that, not really capturing beyond the mean, which tells me it keeps expanding lower. See how that red? Uh, Yeah. Actually, you're not even doing that much. And you see, you keep capping around, keep capping around 40. But like I said, if you're going to be risk on, this is the place to look to be risk on right here. You recaptured the ascending trend line. You got the support level, diagonal support level right here, potential support level at the moment, that could hold you. And then you're looking to, yeah, ugh, ugh. Maybe it's another something like this. That's not a lot. Well, that's not bad. It ain't no different than what you got before. How could this be done? That doesn't entice me, but if you were doing it, it would look something like that. This might be a rising. Actually, let me see. It could be a falling wedge right here. Not exactly. Not exactly. Hold on. Let me go back and see with that daily candle. Uh, the low and the high, so I can see what it is exactly. I'm gonna put it back over here on the 15. I wouldn't call it a. It's not a wedge. It's not a falling wedge. I can actually invalidate this earlier. It is something that will break to the upside though, but ew, I just don't like gold. I don't like any of the metals right now. I just keep it real. I don't like any of the metals. Let's see if you got a squeeze anywhere. You do got a squeeze, so you will end up getting a reversal right here, right through here. But will it happen before you take out this liquidity or not? That is the question. But there is a squeeze right here. See the acceleration trying to pick up a little bit right here though. But there is a potential for a squeeze back to the upside right here on gold. Yeah. Polar Bitcoin. Still waiting, guys. Still waiting on that 4 hour to say I'm gonna give you something now. But right now, at 4 hours, not doing nothing. It's chilling. 4 hours chilling right now. Like I said, I did. Um, I got back in on BTC on that SFP yesterday. I got back in on that short after I got stopped out, but the VWAP slap was the or kiss was the one. Really, like if you took that VWAP, then you're almost about to complete this push to the downside. Is there a squeeze on the 15? No, no squeeze on the 15. 15 just showing that the selling pressure is increasing. And that's it. I mean, the 1 hour just showing that selling pressure was increasing and nothing less than that. You're about to get another MACD cross on the 4 hour time frame. Negative MACD cross. Um, yeah, I mean, mm, this thing is all out bearish. All out bearish. Ooh. Yeah, don't do that. If while I'm streaming something comes up, I'll bring it up. But right now, yeah, don't do that. Oof. This thing is just all out bearish. Except for the fact that you might see some sort of a reaction here off of the 15-minute time frame. But even that, it might just be a push back into here. I don't know. It just metals just look like trash. Metals look like trash right now. I keep this on my radar. I flip back and forth to look at it. But right now, the selling is, yeah, that turned all the way up. 57. Yeah, just all out garbage right now. Getting an expansion again. Got one right there. Got another one right there. Yeah. Got unemployment claims today. Got Philly Fed manufacturing index today. Both medium impact, but you got that today following Kevin Warsh press conference yesterday. So it might have some additional impact on the market today. I took that. Was I on this time frame or on this one yesterday? I think I might have been watching this 15-minute time frame yesterday. Yeah, I was watching the 15-minute time frame yesterday, and I was looking at this one right here. It was that one. When I saw us not get the, I mean, you can. You can see it a lot better. I was actually on my phone, which I'm not a good trader on my phone. I was on my phone and I was at my location for my little job yesterday, and I saw it right there. And at the same time, I saw this right here looking like it was going to break down. So I waited to find where it was actually going to give a big reaction and paired it with, I'm going to fix this, paired it with this situation right here. And I made that my entry. I knew we were close to it. I looked at the possibility of the SFP right here. It was like, nah, we were too far away at that time from me seeing anything start to roll over right here. But I had one on all of these. But when I saw this right here close back underneath this pivot right here, that's where I entered at. So that's what you can see right here. That's how I made my decision on my short yesterday, was that right there. Once I could see it closing back underneath that line, it was like, yeah, get in, get in. And it was really a game of patience, waiting for it to actually close underneath. It's right here. You can see it. You had to wait for the candle to close. You had to. In my opinion, you had to wait for it to close. And so when I got that, I jumped in. I think some people were trying to do this one right here. Yep, I'm definitely going to get in right here. If it gives it, I'm definitely going to give that a shot right there. I'm going to be aggressive right here. I'm not going to not going to wait for too much confirmation if we get the drop right here. I'm just going to do it. Now if it look, I mean, if the candle is too large, then maybe I won't do it, but you know what? Believe it or not, it's not that bad. Believe it or not, the sell off that we're seeing, I haven't checked chat. Good morning, Geo. Why crypto? YT? Good morning. Good morning. Um, the sell off really is not that bad. It's not that bad. Let me extend this today. But the sell off really isn't that bad. I think I'm gonna raise this up. If it breaks it, it breaks it. But I'm gonna raise this up, and I'm doing it with you, so you know I'm doing it. I'm just gonna raise it up because at the time when I did the setup, there was no guarantee as to how accelerated that first candle was gonna be. Oh, hold on, turn the magnet off. I just want to set it on the bottom side of the channel. I'm sorry. You can leave it like you had it. I just wanted to adjust it, and I don't want to do it behind your back, so I'm gonna do it right here. Uh, no, maybe I just put it back. I don't want to do that. Is that how it was? It's like that. I'll leave it. I'm sorry. I'll leave it like that. But the sell off really isn't that bad. Um, It's not that bad, but you can see that rejection too from the weekly time frame um, was right here also. Uh, see that rejection? If you were, I mean, you could have went with the value area. No, what's the point of control? You could have went with the point of control too, but you can see how we got pushed back underneath where we were holding that support prior. Got pushed back underneath that right there. That was our, if you recall. I could turn the pivots on, but I'd rather not. I had a little note in here on that thing. It's been a long time. Nope. That was that flip. Yeah. Remember when we used to not get any closures right here? We just went back to that. Now we're rejecting from it, and that's basically it. That's it right there. Shotness. So it'd be hard to see it because you begin the little wicks through here. But it's really not. It's not that bad. It's not that terrible. Not right there. It's not that terrible. You would expect that. I mean, considering how fast this move was down. So, I mean, to be honest with you, that's just how you have to look at it. This was a fast move down. This is a choppy move up. You can only expect to put in a bear div on that first push up. Like that's all you can expect is put in a bear div on the first push up. And then, like I was saying with USDT dominance, there is a possibility. I'm not banking on it. It could be that we don't take out this low. You don't have to take out this low to get the bullish divergence on the daily time frame. We don't have to take out this low. No. All we have to do is close below this point right here. That's all we really have to do is get a closure below here, below 60,000 865 if you're using the Binance chart. That's all you have to do to get the bullish divergence. So if we just say that's our rejection point right here, it is, and we come down and we close below this point right here, you don't have to take out that low. You don't have to take it out to get that. You can get the bullish divergence right there, and you can get the higher low right here on momentum. You don't have to take out the low. So um, but it is expected that you're not just gonna keep blasting up through here when you sold off this aggressive and you chop to come up. So this move is to be expected. Um, it is to be expected. And if we don't get bullish divergence, then we just don't get it. I'm just surprised we didn't even make that 382. Or did we? We did. Okay. I just drew mine's different. So we actually did. I was looking at this one. We did this one. Again, waiting on the entry. Looking down here, looking at VWAP. This is the VWAP from this low right here at 59. That's this VWAP right here. That purple there. Um, Point of control here, unless you do one of these numbers right here, and then it comes in just a little lower right there. Golden pocket right here as well. That's and then you have a prior support level right here as well. So to me, it seems like it's all right in here. This is value area high through here that we're trying to hold right now. We have been holding this down since yesterday, since we got that drop. But we've been projecting from these VWAPs right here, the one that we used yesterday to catch the little long entry right there. And then, yeah, I don't think this one is important anymore. I'm just keeping it there. It might be, might be still worth leaving. But I like this for entry. Um, if we if we ever decide to lose this point, which it don't really seem like we are. Also rejecting from let's see what else you're rejecting from right there. Nothing. You're not rejecting from anything right there. This was also a point of control rejection yesterday. That was also the point of control rejection. That was the rejection from, where is it at? That other maybe I don't have it on this one. It might be over here. Um, oh no. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I was looking at my daily time frame. Looking at my daily. I was looking at my daily. Forgive me. And I was looking at something different. Yep. I got around to making the banner and the and the logo uh, a little bit more colorful because that gray was killing me. That gray was killing me. but I got around to doing that yesterday. And just check back in on gold. It's pausing out at that ascending trend line and that level of support. It's in between those two right now. Just chilling. Momentum is off a little bit, but right here, for that little bounce that's going to come in. I'm not interested in that little bounce, but the little bounce that is going to come in right here. Can wait on momentum to break up. It'd be a late entry, but unless you want to be aggressive, again, mm, this would equate to a reclaim of that 4250 or 4251 inside range right now. Silver, same energy. Same energy right here. Inside range. Price action is moving faster than momentum. Copper. Mm-mm. Don't like copper. Platinum. I wouldn't touch platinum at all. But gold and silver look like they could give a bounce. Look like they could um, give a bounce somewhere around where they are right now. It doesn't guarantee much, but they do look like they could give a bounce. And you can have an even tighter stop if you waited for validation. If you don't wait for validation, then it might not work. But if you do wait for validation, Or let's just say, even if you don't, this candle right here would be your low. Obviously, it's an inside range. If it's looking to break out and break to the upside, then it shouldn't take out that low, right? That low should be the low. It's a 15-minute, which means that it wouldn't be a big risk. Ugh. It wouldn't be a big risk. Um, but aside from that inside range, you got nothing else. Again, momentum doesn't. Price action is moving faster. Or actually, momentum is moving faster than price action. Yeah, momentum is moving faster than price action in this regard. I still see it bouncing in here. I'm not taking that crap. Come on, Bitcoin. Give me something this morning, please. Please, please, please. Are we waiting for market to open? Like, what are we doing? Please, please, please give me something this morning. Take a look at VIX. VIX, 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 VIX. I know VIX is up. I'm almost certain. Yeah. What's going on with oh, I didn't look at SpaceX. Jeez. This ain't gonna look right. Forgive me. I just wanted to make my life easier. I'll do it right now. Just a lot of space in between here, which suggests that Tesla could come back down to that 173. It's been a key area right there, that 173. Does it do it with that space in between here? It is seeing a little bit of an expansion down. A little bit of an expansion down. I'm gonna try it using this so I can just see. Yeah, standing between 1 and 2 standard deviation. Uh, what's your next move based on today's price action? And then it say stay flat and wait. That's my response to that question that was in there. Stay flat and wait. Hmm. Could be nice to see it drop back to that 173. It's a huge gap of no support unless it's down here. Could that be considered? I wouldn't consider that. You get anything on the 4? No. Nope, 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 nope. All the levels that I have in here came off of the I think 15 and 1, maybe. Or maybe just all came off of the 15. Yeah, majority came off the 15 because we don't have anything else to go with. Um, don't have anything else to go off of. I don't consider this to be significant for SpaceX, even though it's like kind of propping itself up on it right now. Didn't give it any radical move. But that's where it is right now. Holding this little piece of shelf life. Expanding down. This would be good. 173 would be good. Yeah, for the most part, it's just this 15-minute crap. If it got a decent push down or a decent pop to the upside, I used it. And when I didn't have anything else, that's basically what it's been. Got a decent move off of this right here. So I used that. Got a decent move off of this point right here. So I used that. I think I went with something else right here. I know I did. I don't see it matching anything. I don't know about this. Isn't a decent move, so I wouldn't expect for it to hold personally. But it's working right now. It's working right now. If it got a decent move, that should be your support and resistance on it. That's a decent move right there. So now you can identify a zone like right through here. I haven't used anything to the right of the chart so far. I've only used what's to the left of the chart and the move to the upside, which is why I'm looking at this 173 right now. For me, all the data is in this back end right here. And everything beyond that peak is going to be a result of what happened back here. So I still favor this. I guess you could add this in here since it is a part of this side. I don't care for it. I'm not going to add it. It didn't, price action didn't do a whole lot around that. Could this have been an order block right here? That would match up with this bottom line right here. Maybe. Tesla with the bear div. Might be a good swing fail. Swing fail. Trend line right here. Swing fail, trend line. Swing fail, trend line, swing fail. Might be a good swing fail. So then you need one for the bottom, right? Do you have one? You don't have one for the bottom. No, I don't see anything for the bottom, but you can catch good swing fails off of that trend line right there. Mm. Let me see if I can't find something. Yeah, see how you got nothing through here? I just don't like that. Got nothing. I'm trying to hold on to that. Got nothing through here. What you got right here? Um, uh, got a bearish cross on MACD. You do know that if you play this thing on Tether, that they have to reconfigure the price action once market open, or at least yeah, like even in pre-market, they have to reconfigure the price action so it matches the actual stock market. If you're trading it using Tether, it has to be adjusted to match. So anytime markets close, you're just trading speculation. Once market opens, then they have to adjust price. I'm just gonna draw a speculation line right there. I don't like it. Mm. All right, it's 7:57. The market is doing absolutely nothing. Um, but moving sideways. Gold is just pathetic. Uh, Dollar is rising. Tether is pushing. AMC got that little tweezer top on the 4 hour. I like it. SPY rejecting. SPY rejecting. What's going on with Broadcom? See, Broadcom is up. Um, Broadcom is up. Nice bounce. And this is a monthly level. It's 402. Possible rejection level for Broadcom. It's a nice little bounce. Only thing looking pretty decent in the market right now. Yeah, it is a monthly level. Uh, New 4 hour candle just opened. Bitcoin. We're still holding value area high. See what happens here. 4 hours still looking untrustworthy. This might reject. It's bullish if it doesn't, but it might reject. Let me make sure that's a monthly level. I think it is. I think it's a monthly level, how I drew it out. That is no, is that a monthly? Yeah, it's a monthly level. Yep. That is a monthly level at 402 for Broadcom. But nice little pop off of it. The other ones indented are weekly levels. This could reject. Again, nice bullish move if it doesn't. And try this again. It worked that time. It did have some nice bullish divs underneath. got your first higher low off of this 4-hour time frame. Mm. That's what I was looking at. If it is bullish, at 430. So if it is bullish, you don't lose 402. You won't lose 402. If it loses 402, you got a little bit of a gap right there, which is nice. There is some demand. Um, hmm, can't do that either. It would only be able to do this much if it did pull back. Otherwise, it would fail. About to get an MACD cross on 0 right here, right now. So if this is, yeah, this is bullish, and I'll be looking at 430 to get tapped. This would be a wave 3 possibly. Got a 2. He just broke. Got a BOS right there. BOS right here. Anything in the news? 580, 12-month target, cited strength in advanced packaging, IP, AI, custom chip work, stock rallied 4 to 5%, resistance 420. What they're saying, 420 to 430. Yeah, that's what I just said too, 430. Um, support near 375. Did they say this in advance or what? Well, what day did they say this? Were they talking about this? 375? Yeah, if this is a wave 3, you definitely be looking out for 430 to come in right now. So what could this look like? Maybe you don't get that pullback. Let's see if it did something like that. Or if it did something like that instead of that 430 around these prior tops right in here. I'm just guessing. I'm gonna give it a little bit more grace. Possible. Possible. That didn't really get high enough on momentum though. It did get above 50. He did bounce at 40. And this would be your biggest wave of momentum would come in right here. Uh, if you're gonna get that breakup right here, then that would be a 3. And something to keep an eye on. AVGO, nice move. Nice move. Look at ARM technology. Crazy thing is, what was it, yesterday or something like that? I said I'm not looking at that. I like ARM though. ARM is really, really good. I was in Best Buy yesterday. I got a chance to see the new Snapdragon PC X Elite 2. They have full control over the ARM chip now. Same process that Apple went through when Apple originally started using ARM. But once they got full control, they mastered it. So Snapdragon, which is Qualcomm, it's a good stock. Qualcomm down a little bit right now, but good stock. When I first learned about this company, I had a chance to buy it in the dirt, and I didn't. But ARM is the future, so they say. ARM technology is the future. And the only reason why something like Intel right now is still relevant is because you have a lot of companies where it's just way too expensive, or a lot of yeah, it's way too expensive to switch over from the what were you using, bit 4, still holding that value area high. This is gonna hope make us wait until market opens, and unfortunately, gotta go. I love you, Why Crypto YT. I appreciate you for being here, my guy. Yeah, this is just making people wait until market opens. I'm gonna get out of here too because it is past 8 o'clock. What I can tell you, you are continuing to hold the value area high. I still remain more enticed to look at something like this. Maybe you don't get it and you miss your chance right in here. So maybe you don't get it and you miss your chance right in here. Can you be risk on right here? I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna wait. If the 4 hour gives me any indication that I should jump in, which is gonna be a break of momentum for me on the 4 hour time frame. I do want to see momentum be broken back to the upside. I'm gonna chill and wait for that. Not gonna be aggressive today unless that aggression happens right here because I have a lot of confluence right in here. I feel more comfortable taking the aggressive entry for a long around point of control, around VWAP, around golden pocket. Yeah, knowing that I've had prior support right in here, I feel more comfortable being aggressive in here on a move down than I do right here where we're just going sideways. So last thing I want to be is so close to resistance too. Don't want to be so close to resistance. You got resistance here, you got resistance here, you got resistance here. And when I say here, I'm referring to the lows. Like you got resistance at the lows right there. You got resistance at this high right here. Got resistance there as well. I don't think that this VWAP right here matters anymore, but you do have resistance right through there. So for me, with this resistance overhead, I like to be further away from it, at least a little bit further away from it, like this. Because if we hold this, then that gives me room to move and at least lock in profit to look for, maybe a bigger bounce, maybe to take out the FOMC stuff right here. So I'm gonna chill. Uh, but if I do see momentum start to curve up and break, then I will go ahead and just take the entry. Right now, you can see that we're still just hanging out in a dead zone. Just hanging out in the dead zone right now. This doesn't actually pull back inside of this dead zone until, or maybe not, because it's not 100. It's not 100. Yep. So it is getting above that resistance at the end of the day. That's what it's about, being able to flip this resistance and not just wick through it. So yeah, I need for it to pull away from it. At least I can lock in and say it might not make it if it comes up to here. But if it does, then I've already, paid myself. I can pay myself right here and just get right there and just fighting the uphill battle right here. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I appreciate you for being here. If something comes up, it'll come out. I'll post it on X, but right now I don't see it. And again, I did do that post last night where I was saying that if you were going to try it, then the point of control, I mean, the value area high would be the place to take the risk at. But just letting you know that it is clear resistance. We were rejecting right here. You had this descending. Like you could use that. You had that. And then I went on to add a little comment into it that this is, just in case you need a horizontal level to identify what your resistance was. You're rejecting right here clearly. Clearly. And we haven't been able to get past it. But I mean, I'll let you know about the bullish divergence that I was seeing in here. And I know it's a lot to read. I know it. And that, you know, mm, if you can get past the resistance, you got a chance. I mean, like you got a chance and just still holding right here, right now. So up to you. It's up to you. Uh-oh. I think I might have stopped sharing. Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, it's up to you if you want to take that risk right in here or not. Doesn't look like it SFP this either. Not that it's mandatory. I wouldn't be looking for an SFP personally. Not if I'm looking down here. I can't be looking for an SFP. Um, but it did not take that. Hmm. Didn't take it. We're waiting on some sort of explosive move though. All right, trying to push through. Um, is that possible? Because when I just saw something pop out. Okay, I did. Seems off, but seems off a little bit. Trying to find some strength off of this little candle. It may not do any more than what it did when it was over there. I don't know. You just got to decide if you want to take that chance. Yeah, I'm about to be. Don't FOMO in though. Please don't FOMO in. But yeah, yes. Could that be? It's a good little inverse. It is a. I could confirm it. I think. I think with the bull div down there, may be able to. Uh, yeah. Volume is under the left shoulder. Declined under the head. Decline further. If this is a right, that's what you want to see. And then you want to see volume kick in on a break of this. We'll make that smaller. You would want to see volume increase on a break. So it should be able to accelerate through this resistance um, without being hindered. If it is an inverse, I would expect for it to just explode out. See this? This wasn't bad. This wasn't bad for considering it to be a head and shoulder. You got a left shoulder with volume under it. You got a head with less volume. That's your bear div. And then you get less over here on the right shoulder. And then the volume comes in with the breakout. So that was good right here. You need to see that. If you don't see that, you don't have a pattern. Stop calling things patterns when they're not patterns. That's why people fail when they pattern trade too. Not that sometimes it won't fail when you got it right, but most of the time it won't. And then your volume came in afterwards. So yeah, you might have something right here. And again, like I said, it's probably looking to take the liquidity from my short. It's probably looking to take the liquidity from that FOMC situation right there. That's what I think. And if the market surprises us for any reason, then it'll hit that golden pocket as I think is right around this region, around this next level up here. Mm, there it is. Best of luck to you, and I look forward to look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Go Biddy. Go Biddy go.